listening to Ambitious AF, a podcast that will help you level up, find positivity, and put yourself on top right now and every day for the rest of your life. I'm your host, Caroline Lewis, and each week I will bring you a guest or thought that will motivate you to get out of bed every morning with the willingness to succeed. Being ambitious means you are proud of who you are and everything you've accomplished. Only you can make that happen, though. But with the help of this podcast, you will rise to the top. You will find success. You will believe in yourself and manifest happiness. And most importantly, you will become ambitious AF. I know you are eager to begin, so let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ambitious AF. I hope you all had an amazing week. And have you listened to my past interviews with crazy, awesome, ambitious women? I don't know if you've checked them out yet, but please do yourself a favor and go check out all of my past interviews. They launch every single Friday. I have a new interview with a new ambitious entrepreneur sharing her journey and also sharing motivation to everyone who needs more motivation to go after their dreams and really, live that life of true fulfillment. So go listen to them. I've been having a blast. I have them all the way scheduled out until March now, so we aren't stopping. And I'm back with another me episode. So I produce episodes every Wednesday and Friday in 2021 because there's just so much to say. And I wanted to interview, but I also wanted to continue talking and sharing my thoughts. So we're back with another me episode, solo episode over here. And today's topic, it's going to be maybe a tough one, but it's going to be all about negative thoughts and imposter syndrome. Dun, right? We all definitely deal with imposter syndrome. But if you think about it, when you think of yourself as a little less than what you really are, right? What you're capable of, you're not only doing yourself harm, you're actually doing others around you harm. In fact, this week's interview with Lorna, we do talk about this a little bit, and the fact that when you're not caring for yourself, you're not only affecting yourself in a negative way, but you're affecting people around you. And the same thing comes with imposter syndrome. Now, I get it. We all have imposter syndrome. As successful as I am and still growing, I still every so often will see someone and think, I don't know if I'll ever get there, right? There's always that little bit. And then I recalibrate, I guess, the thoughts going on in my head to why not? Why can't I be her and then some, right? Why can't I do what she's doing in her business or with her clients? Or why can't I make the income she's making, the impact she's making? Why not, right? Who am I to say, no, I would be the only one holding me back, right? So that's kind of where imposter syndrome comes in. And unfortunately, in this day and age, we deal with it a lot because of social media and everything we see online. We see people, a lot of entrepreneurs or friends, family of entrepreneurs who are just living the life up, right? They've got the cars, they've got the body, they've got the income, the husband, the wife, the children, the friends, the family, the lifestyle, right? They've got the vacations and all of that glorious stuff. And I think a lot of people, they don't necessarily share the truths on Instagram, while it's becoming a little bit more popular to actually share your life versus sharing the life you want people to see. I think we still struggle with imposter syndrome because of what we're seeing online. But I'm here to tell you, you can have everything you see online, everything. You can have the husband, the wife, the dream body, the income, the vacations, the cars, the house, the family, the neighborhood, the dogs, the mansions, whatever it is, you can actually get all of that, right? No matter where you are in life, you can live like that if you so desire to, right? But you can never get to that moment in life if you keep beating yourself up and telling yourself you can't, right? So if you keep saying things like, I've tried to lose weight, I just can't do it. It's just not for me. I'm just always going to be fat. I'm just always not going to have abs. I'm just always going to have bigger thighs, or, whatever it is that you're shaming yourself about your body. If you think like that, no matter how hard you try, which means no matter how well you eat, no matter how often you're exercising, no matter how well you're taking care of your body, you will actually never get the dream body, because the dream body is almost inexistent, right? Until you get out of that mindset, you're always going to think something is bigger and better. That's kind of what imposter syndrome is, right? It's something we can't actually get out of, no matter how hard we try, because we're always thinking there's something bigger and better. So you lose 30 pounds, or you put on 20 pounds of weight. You have literally 6-pack abs, but imposter syndrome is still going to come in and say you're not good enough, right? So until you learn to control that little negativity, that little negative Nancy, we'll call her, inside your brain, no matter how hard you try, you're going to keep shaming yourself, right? Which is not fun. That's not what we were put on this life to do, right? We are put on this life to love ourselves unconditionally, right? We are put on this life to live it the way we want to live it, right? The way we want to do it. So I was actually watching The Vow, the movie, based off Nicholas Sparks' book. And it was, if you haven't seen The Vow, or maybe you haven't seen it in a while, but Rachel McAdams, Channing Tatum, right? So great looking actors and actresses, but she gets in an accident, she smashes through the windshield, and she forgets everything, right? She loses all of her memory with her husband, which is Channing Tatum, and the only thing she remembers is still being like back in college, but she was way out of college at this point. So I'm watching this movie, and I'm just like an emotional, chaotic human being. I'm freaking out, right? Because once again, it just makes me realize to grab hold of everything you've got going for you right now. Like, your life could be completely changed in an hour. You could do something as silly as taking off your seatbelt to kiss your husband, and someone rear-ending you, and you fly through the windshield and lose all of your memory, which is essentially all of your life, the past, 5, 6, 10 years, never getting it back. Imagine that. And not even knowing who your husband is and why you fell in love with him, right? And all of that can happen to any of us. I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm just stating the fact that life is challenging. Life is life, right? It's supposed to be like that. We never know what's around the corner, which is all the more reason you've got to live it up, right? You've got to live, and I'm not talking like go get smashed every single night. I'm talking about living it up in pure positivity. I know that sounds totally cliche, and you're probably like, oh my gosh, Caroline, this is so lame that you just said that. But seriously, live it up in positivity, and live it up in a way that you want to live it, not how other people are living it, right? Don't let that imposter syndrome sneak in to your life when you're living it up. You're the one creating it, right? So go after whatever it is you want. Don't hold back. Don't hold back just because you see something on social media. Don't ever have those little negative Nancy thoughts coming in your head saying, you can't have that body. You're just not built that way. You can't have a 6-figure business. You're just not smart. You can't become a billionaire. You're just not from the good genes, right? You can't find true love because your parents were divorced. It doesn't happen, right? Don't let any of these imposter syndrome thoughts, don't let any of this delay you from actually going after what you want, right? So the next time negative Nancy slips into your mind, you're going to say, girlfriend, no, negative Nancy, get out of there, because it might be difficult. It might be frustrating. It might be a little bit more challenging than expected, but I'm going to go after it. And I am going to lose the weight. I am going to build a 6-figure business. I am going to leave my corporate job. I am going to have children. I am going to find the love of my life. I am going to get married. I am going to drive a Rolls Royce. I am going to go to Bali. I am going to buy that mansion. And it will actually happen. That's the cool thing with manifesting and law of attraction and how the universe works, right? Because God, your universe, your higher self, they only want what's best for you, only if you believe you deserve the best, okay? They only want what's best for you and will make the best happen only if you deserve the best for yourself, okay? So no more negative Nancy's, no more shaming ourselves when we jump on social media, no more frustration to the point of giving up, because we're not the humans to give up, right? Unless you have this magically amazing life. Maybe you wouldn't be listening to this podcast if so, but if you have this magically amazing life, you can then sit back and relax, but you're not really giving up, right? You're not just saying like, all right, that was fun, back to reality. No, you're going to continue working at it, this awesome, amazing, great life. So don't just slump to the couch. Don't pick on your partner and create arguments for no reason. Don't get frustrated with your children as they grow up. Don't look at people on Instagram and think, gosh, why am I not like them? Don't ever do that, especially that one. Because the cool thing about humans is we're humans. And the cool thing about life is it's unique to each human. Each human has its own life, its own version of life, its own meaning of life, its own way of living. Every single organism, even tadpoles, they all have a different meaning of life. Some of them are going to survive to become frogs. Some of them aren't. But in that time that they haven't survived to become frogs, I bet they were living out life the way that they wanted it to be, right? I mean, think of all those cute little Pixar movies where they're bringing animals to life and they're having a voice, right? They're having feelings for them. Or heck, Toy Story. Come back to Toy Story, where your toys actually have a life, right? Think of everything like that, right? Almost in a kid sense, in a kid mind, where everything has life, everything has meaning, everything has joy, everything has energy, which we've talked about in past podcast episodes. So because of all of this, you're attracting what you want to attract in life, right? So you are choosing not to lose the weight. You are choosing not to hit 6 figures. You are choosing to work your corporate job when it drives you crazy. You are choosing not to find true love. You are choosing not to quit smoking or not to give up alcohol or not to have children or have a healthy family, right? Those are all your choices that you're making, especially when you're making them in a negative way, right? And a negative way is you're making them by beating yourself up, okay? So if you can flip even one negative Nancy a day, I guarantee your life would be completely different, right? One little negative Nancy a day. Because when you learn to flip one and kick her out, you learn to flip more. And then all of a sudden, like I repeat and will continue to repeat as long as I'm podcasting, you will wake up and start crying because you've done it. You've mastered your mindset. You've took control of your reality, and the reality around you is freaking awesome. It's like better than you could even imagine. Imagine having that feeling, waking up and looking around and like, you did it. You literally have everything in your life going for you. And this shouldn't make you feel guilty. This shouldn't make you feel selfish. This shouldn't make you feel less of. It should make you feel damn proud that you accomplished all of this, right? And in the meantime, as you climb the ladders to amazing, great success, you kick the negative Nancy's aside. because everyone still gets them. She shows up out of the blue, especially monthly for us women. But learning to accept her, learning to accept negative Nancy from coming into your brain. It's almost like, hey girl, I see you in there. I hope you're having a cool day. But listen, I don't really want you hanging out today. I've got a lot of cool things going for me. I've got a lot of solid deals happening in my life right now. So if you could just go somewhere else or just hang out for a little bit, but not today, right? And if you keep talking to her like that every single day, then negative Nancy doesn't have a place to live anymore because she turns into positive Patty. And positive Patty is showing up every day, just motivating you, getting you out of bed, putting a smile on your face, and just emanating all of that amazing glow that you have from within. And when all of this happens, coming back to when I first talked on this episode, you are not only impacting your life for the better, but you are actually energetically impacting everyone's, including the entire world. Because when you are positive Patty and you kick negative Nancy aside, then your husband will feed off of it. Your children will feed off of it. Your spouse, your sister, your brother, your parents, your grandparents, and then all of their friends, all of your cousins, all of your friends' cousins. And then all of a sudden, you're all the way in Australia. You're the Gold Coast, baby. You are way over there with your positivity, right? And you're just kicking butt all the way across the world. And that's how many people that you can impact. So just remember, the next time you wake up and negative Nancy's in there and you give her a pep talk and you ask Miss Positive, I forget her name, Positive Patricia, I forget her name, to come back in. You say, no harm, negative Nancy, but I've got this, I've got this. And I've got this for myself and for the world. I want to impact everyone. And when you're able to hit that point in life, amazing things will start happening, like instantly. You'll just feel so blessed, so grateful. You can't stop smiling. Your energy's through the roof. You lose weight without even trying. You gain muscle without even trying. You're playful. You're cheerful. You're radiant, right? People are asking you, what are you taking? You are glowing, right? So let that glow come out and kick negative Nancy to the side and bring back positive Patricia, or whatever her name was, positive Pam or positive Penny. I think it was positive Penny. There we go. Good job, Caroline. And keep it up, right? It's hard. You're not going to have perfect days. We talk about this all the time. So sorry if this sounds repetitive, but keep it up. Keep going after it. Don't let imposter syndrome hold you down, right? Don't let it get in the way of you achieving everything you want to achieve in life. So go make your vision board. Go make your goals. Go give yourself a pep talk. Do some meditation. Stretch it out. Move your body. Kick negative Nancy aside. And let positivity absolutely rule your life. You will thank me later if you do so. All right, my friends. Well, tune in for a very ambitious interview this Friday with one of my dear friends, as well as colleagues, as well as business partners even. Lorna and I talk about all of this and then some. So she is a fierce of a woman, and I'm so excited for you all to meet her. So tune in for Friday's interview, and I will be back next Wednesday with some more solo thoughts. So until then, have an amazing week. Keep shining, keep doing it, keep after it, keep being positive, and keep showing up for yourself. All right, friends, I'll talk to you later. See ya.
Thanks for listening to this episode. If you got some value or just feel fired up, I would love for you to take a screenshot and tag me in your Instagram stories. It's always so motivating to see you getting the inspiration you needed to level up for my podcast. I'm going to keep showing up and bringing my best self to these episodes, and I encourage you to do the same. If you think a friend or family member would enjoy this episode, I would love for you to share the ambition. I can't wait to chat next week, but until then, keep being ambitious AF.